Scammers continue to find new ways to take advantage of people when Eastern North Carolina Police Department is trying to help out their community. Max Alfonso is live in Kinston with more. Max.
Courtney, tonight, Kinston Police is holding a forum at the Lenoir County Library to show ways for seniors to not get scammed. These days, scams are more common than ever.
And they're sending out, 10, 20, 30 calls an hour until they get that one person to bite.
Kinston Police are trying to help. Wednesday night, the department will hold an open community forum for people to come out and learn ways to not get scammed. Turner says in Kinston, they've seen scams in the six figures.
We've had scams that have been reported to us that were upwards of $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. I think the most we worked was the gold scam that was reported several months back.
Turner says it's important that people hang up the phone and stop giving critical information when people are uncertain. And if you do give out information and get scammed, call the Kinston Police Department and shut down the information you gave them, like your credit cards. Gregory Hall, an investment broker and someone who has talked to plenty of people who have been scammed, says it's good to know what to do before it happens.
At the end of the day, I always say it's always better to be proactive versus being reactive. Too often we wait till things happen to us or we see it happen to the person beside us and we say it'll never be me.
Turner says a popular thing in Kinston is people pretending to be law enforcement.
You feel like you might have a warrant because you got somebody on the other end of the line telling you that you have a warrant, that you need to pay them X amount of dollars before getting arrested. Give us a call. We'll tell you if you got a warrant or not.
The forum is here tonight at the Kinston Lenoir County Library at 6. Live from Kinston, Max Alfonso, WITN News.
All right, thank you, Max. Now, Kinston Police are asking people to bring their parents who are aging to help them realize common scams.